Our real estate has cycles, correct? I want any one of you all to explain briefly what is a real estate cycle and how long does the real estate cycle run through. It's something which a lot of people ask me regularly whenever I'm on the middle of the street at dinner tables. They keep on asking me, Ravi, yeah, market ka kya scenario hai? And I think the two of you all are in the best position to answer this. Gulam, you've seen markets rise, fall, plateau, and surge. From your perspective, from your lens, what does the mood feel like today on the ground? The first question is real estate cycle. Which one would you like to take the question?
Okay, I'll start first.
Okay.
So before I answer where are we on the cycle and how long does a typical cycle take, I want to cite Mr. Jhunjhunwala first. Ki Hindustan is rocking and we are definitely growing. Every industry has to go through cycles. The stock market also does. But the trajectory is this way only. Right? So let's agree on that first. That as a country, we are rocking. Property cycles have got multiple variables, but typically it should at least go on for 5 to 7 years because it's a cat and mouse game. Demand, supply, and then there are other variables also. There can be interest rate, there can be jobs, various other things. But the major thing is demand and supply. Today we are in a scenario for housing where supply is ahead of demand, and we are in a scenario where there will be price war. So if you are a buyer and you're not, doesn't have too many nakhras, okay, mujhe mera wala green, mujhe aisa hi chahiye. If you're not that kind of a home buyer, then you can wait.
Okay.
But if you have all the nakhras in the world, parking has to be this, floor has to be this, view has to be this, size has to be this, budget has to be that, please buy a house today. Because personal ghar nahi milega. The choicest houses go away first.
Okay.
So I hope that's on the housing front. The minute you go to other assets, which could be warehousing, the cycle is just beginning.
Okay.
We're going to make so many warehouses in India that you can't even imagine. Because you can make them in 6 months. You make them in 7 months. Right? And all the delicious machi and the pav bhaji that comes at 1 o'clock at night, where do they come from? Yeah, these are dark stores, warehouses. The third is office. We are only the third largest economy in the world, which is just touching 1 billion square feet of office. I'm going to repeat that again. After America, China, hum teesre hi hain, which is going to touch 1,000 million square feet of office space. That's not a joke. Right? Baki to matlab wo hota na, Roger Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, baki niche, nobody cares. Waisa hai baki. So then what cycle? Offices, 4 trillion economy, we touch 10 in 20 years by the time we reach independence ka 100 saal. So then it's going to rock only. But we'll talk about more offices as we progress in terms of the hybrid and the co-working. It's a lot of exciting stuff happening in India. But if you are a home buyer, you're in for a party. Next 5 years.
But you also mentioned that in the home supply, we have more supply and less demand. That's what you said, right?
There are more launches happening.
So are we technically in an oversupply stage?
Yeah. But demand kam nahi hua hai. See, what happens is when I say this, some people are, demand doob gaya. Demand is there. It's just that you're making more homes of a certain price, which there will be a price war. So don't expect. So all the investors who are clients of ours, we tell them that please make sure that there is a 0% escalation in your spreadsheet. If this investment still makes sense, then do it.
There is 0% escalation
in price.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Explain this to me. What do you mean by 0% escalation?
मतलब घर के प्राइस नहीं बढ़ेंगे next 5 साल.
ऐसे कैसे रहेंगे?
See,
आज अगर तो फिर सर कोई इन्वेस्ट क्यों करेगा? अगर आज रियल एस्टेट
घर में तो इन्वेस्ट करना भी नहीं चाहिए.
अच्छा.
You should not buy a house to invest. You should only buy a house to stay.
Self consumption.
110%. And if you take loan लेके तो मैं जूते मारूंगा.
अच्छा.
मतलब बीवी तो मारेगी, मैं भी मारूंगा.
अच्छा.
If you leverage and invest, right? In the metro cities, we'll have to worry about the smaller cities later. So वो तो लेना ही नहीं चाहिए. मतलब why would we buy a house to invest?
Okay. Mrs. Zia, what is your take on the current market scenario in the real estate cycle? And specifically, like I mentioned, you've seen the markets rise, fall, plateau, and surge. What does the current mood feel like today?
Am I allowed to digress or rather compete or contest what I just heard?
Yeah, yeah. Arey, this is an open, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Debate.
Okay. So let's start with cycle. First of all, we typically say property cycle is like a property clock. You know, if you can imagine a clock, where are you? 3 o'clock position, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. The low clock is where we peak out when, as we're saying, then from there you will come down, etc. Typically, what we have seen thus far, a cycle runs about 10 odd years, not 5, 6. And different states may have different, or different cities may have different clocks. Because I recall somewhere in immediately after global financial crisis, that was 2007-8, Delhi started falling and started falling badly. For a long time, Delhi kept on on a downward trend. And even now, it is still nursing its wounds, where it started falling somewhere in 2007-8. So that period is that long. Some blips in between may come, but then when you talk about period, you have to normalize or discount those blips. So different cities would have different cycles, as they say. Now, where are we on that cycle? Again, if you're talking about Mumbai, and this is where, I would start digressing from whatever we were listening earlier.
Contrasting view.
Yes, and that is, when we talk about, say, a city like Mumbai where we are sitting, in a city like this, this is a city which has always been, the demand has always been there. I haven't seen, like, the fall of Delhi, when it was 2006 or so, they were selling 106, 110,000 apartments in a year. Whereas Mumbai was less than 1 lakh. Mumbai has never crossed 1 lakh apartment in a year. And then from there, lo and behold, when the fall came, it came down next year to less than 23, 24,000. That big a crash did Delhi experience. And it continued. As I said, even today, Delhi is about 60, 70,000 odd units in a year. So, and Mumbai, from that 90s, 96, etc., came to 50, 55. So the fall in Mumbai was not as drastic as what we see in the other big market of the country, which is Delhi. And today, Mumbai is touching 1 lakh, 96, 97,000 again. And Delhi is nowhere in sight. In fact, cities like Bangalore and even Pune this year is about to touch that 655, 60,000 units in a year kind of a mark. So
these are sorry to cut you. These are sales, or these are
primary sales. The developers selling in a
primary.
So let's also understand there are two kinds of transaction. You buy from Mr. Developer ABC, then it's a primary transaction. Then you sell it to Abhishek, it's a secondary transaction. Resale. So we are talking primary transaction. Developers selling their wares in the market are the numbers we are citing, we are quoting. So Mumbai, even today, when we are talking about, and this is something where the discussion starts getting spicier. Last 3 months or 4, I have been watching people talking or, writing off Mumbai as gone case and, things are falling apart, etc. But month on month, we are watching the number of transactions that are registered, and those numbers are almost the same as the same month last year. 12,000 odd apartments selling every month on registration, which is a mix of primary and secondary both. So when I talk about registration data, it has both included primary and secondary sales. So 12,000 even in July, which was a similar number last July 2024 and 25 as well. So my question to all these guys who are in a rush to, to declare Mumbai as dead is, where is the data coming from? Let's wait a little while. Let's look at some more data to corroborate what registration numbers are talking about. And then again, when we are hearing about, inventory, you have to also look at how long will it take to sell that inventory off. Okay, let me try to explain. Suppose tomorrow onwards, nobody is launching any product, any apartment. How long will it take for whatever is there in the market to be sold off is the question. Very important question which all of us must look at.
Correct.
The reason of that is simple. When we are then looking at the inventory today, and looking at the velocity of sale, month on month or quarter on quarter, we typically track last 10 quarters rolling averages. Rolling averages have, lots of importance in statistics. So when I'm talking about rolling averages of last 10 years, the inventory existing in the market would not take more than 9 quarters to be sold, which is 2 years. On the other side, a developer knows that at least 4 साल तो लगेगा बिल्डिंग बनाने के लिए. तो आप बनाओगे 4 साल में, बेचोगे 2 साल में. कहाँ है स्लो डाउन बाबा? Somebody tell me, when people are talking from the rooftop that Mumbai is going to see a huge supply, inventory overhang, all jargons, look at velocity of sale and come back and tell me where. Yes, then I will qualify. There is a certain segment. We have done this analysis every segment wise. We have been watching, up to 1 crore, 1 to 2 crore, 2 to 5 crore, 5 to 10 crore, 10 to 20, 20 to 50, 50 and above. There's only one segment. 20 to 50 crore is one segment where the velocity of sales are such that you will take 4.5 to 5 odd years to sell. So that's the only segment where there is a little amount of stress. The other segment, all 2 से 2.5 साल में जो कल बिल्डिंग बनाना बंद, न्यू लॉन्चेस बंद करो, 2.5 साल के अंदर सारा माल साफ, सुपड़ा साफ. So where do we see slowdown? So this is what numbers are talking about. I would say wait, 2-3 quarter और देख लो, because every month on month the kind of sales that we are experiencing is defying all that going on in the market, that Mumbai is on a peak, slowdown, price stabilization and whole lot of things. Of course, you always have, I believe that media plays a big role in defining sentiments, and people always end up telling you that buying house is more than anything else, it's sentiment. But sentiments are built or broken by people, not you. So as one thing which I fully agree with him, I also would never buy a house for investment. Never. It never pays off. It's a punt. जुआ खेलना है यार, लास वेगास चले जाओ, रियल एस्टेट में क्यों घुस रहे हो? There are better ways to burn your money than buy a house and wait for it to really give you 2x, 3x and 4x. It happens. Well, today people are talking about in last 3 years the prices have gone 2x. But the same people are not telling you that prior to that 7 years the prices didn't move, it was negative. So when I'm looking at 11 or 12 odd years of a price rise, it is not even 7% or 6.5% per annum, which is just related to inflation. 100-200 bips inflation के आगे पीछे क्यों कर रहे हो investment, such an illiquid asset? So keep away from it. Unless you are a punter, you want to buy here today and sell tomorrow in next 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, you may do that. But there's a big risk. So for those who want to buy apartments for investment or to see a price rise, well, punting करना है करो, जुआ खेलो, सट्टा है, मटका है, लगा तो तीर नहीं तो तुक्का, लेकिन जब ये तुक्का लगता है तो भारी अच्छों की हाथ में आ जाती है. So I would say be cautious. I have always been telling people not to punt on real estate, housing especially. Very dangerous. People have burned their fingers. Again, look, why are we talking about it today? Because we are at the right time. The better times of the industry are right now going on. And here, everybody is talking about the gains and the eulogizing real estate, housing खरीदो, double हो गया. Double 12 साल में हुआ है भाई. 12 साल में double होके क्या ले लिया आपने, क्या उखाड़ लिया? उसी में अगर आपने, if you would have invested in other asset classes, and I'm not promoting any, you would have done double digits. यहाँ पे आपका barely 5-6% return आ रहा है. क्या कमाल कर दिया? So, in long term, real estate is not a good asset class to buy. Housing. And again, I differ from where Abhishek stands. Warehousing is in a problem state right now. We are talking a lot of those chest thumping statements, country, economy, growth and stuff. But on the other side, all those dark stores, etc. you're talking about are just the center city warehousing. Every real estate player or all those warehousing players who have put in money over there are bleeding. They are in dire straits because they have bought real estate all over in boondocks, in back of beyond. 100 acre, 200 acre is an average size what every warehousing player has bought in 25 different odd locations. And then now they're sitting with it and wondering what to do with it. The warehouses which are catering to your 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock midnight meal are in the center of the city. The kitchens, the whatever, all that is something in the center of the city. It's not coming from Panvel or Bhivandi or some godforsaken place like that. But the warehousing players have acquired huge tracts of land in these locations. And that's where the rents have not gone up. For last 2 consecutive years, the rents of warehousing are plateaued, are not increasing. And that's a big worry for warehousing players. So if you look at warehousing industry itself, none of them, if you talk to them in private, are happy with where they are. But office, I fully agree. Office sector is right now going bonkers. That 1 billion mark we are talking about, almost there. But that 1 billion, again, he spoke about US. US has 10.6 billion, right? China has 6.5 billion. And there's a third person before third country before India, which is Japan, about 1.6, 1.7 odd billion. India is just about touching a billion. Do you know in America the vacancies, because post COVID, etc., your work from home was a big shift in America, as they still haven't come back. Almost 30-35% of vacancies we have in America. That is 3 times the inventory that we have in India is the vacancy in America.